Good evening. Here we are. We're at Silverstone yet again. We are now Silverstone International Circuit. So we're here for races 13 and 14 tonight. Here we are for 15 minutes of qualifying though. Let's see who's out on track. Shadow Stalker is out there tonight this evening. He's hoping to see if he can put away his woes from the last few weeks. He's sitting in third place at the moment on 143 points. And we have Big Blue out there also. He is sitting in 7th place at this moment in time on 104 points. We have James C, who is currently in 11th place on 75 points. Rewind Racing is in 8th at the moment on 82 points. Nice to see Rewind back. CVCH is there in 10th position at the moment in the league with 81 points. Part Pooper Rex is in 5th on 119 points. Bullen is in 2nd place on 147 points. James Ramone is in 9th place on 82 points. TMLS in his BMW, struggling with that, is in 12th place on 51 points. BJ is in 4th place on 135 points, and Poddy is our league leader at the moment on 158 points. See if we can see if we can continue his great run. Yeah, TMLS. Right, let's go again. Scotty, evening Scotty. Glad you can join us. So we're riding on with Poddy at the moment. So this is a 15-minute qualifying. So we got Big Blues just putting on 109.542. Shadow Stalker on a 110.173. CVH is just gone third. All the times are just coming in now. Let's just let everyone put a time in and see how we get on. But Big Blue is there at the moment. I'm gonna guess that Poddy is only done a 110. Oh, interesting. Probably just getting his car up to temperature. The tyres right. Oh, Part Pooper has just gone to pole on a 109. So at the moment the top 7 is covered within a second. So as I said, we got a 15-minute qualifying, which we've actually got 10 to do. Shadow Stalker has just gone in with a 109.296, just gone to take provisional pole. You could do with a good, like I said before, a good couple of races tonight to pull them back into contention. So yeah, so we're on Silverstone International, 15-minute qualifying, 17-lap race to start with Light Cloud, and then a 14-lap race thereafter for the second jumbled up grid race. So, Rewind Racing is just gone pole with a 108.975. That's quicker than anyone else has done, even in practice. So there's our second place man, Shadow Stalker. He's just coming down to start another lap. So he's sat there at this moment in time. This is just coming across the line, so he's just going to start a new lap. So he goes into Abbey, which is that corner there, and then goes on into village. Sorry, farm, curve, then village. And then it goes across what they call the link, which is there, into Beckett's, and then onto the hanger straight. And that's the hanger straight. You'll come down into Stowe. Shadowstalker's now just gone into third position because they've had. So this is Stowe. Onto Vale. And there's the pit entrance for the international pits. Club corner. Through this little stink, there we go, club. And then back on to the international straight. So that is a lap of Silverstone International. You see he still stays in third after that lap, but that seems to be a 108 is a time for rewind. So the top 7 still covered by a second. BJ's moved into second at the moment on the grid with 8 minutes to go. Let's change back to the track side. TMLS has gone into the pit. Shadowstalker is still sitting in third. Part Pooper is there now in fourth. Big Blue's just on a fifth. Bullen, they're in sixth. You can't get it car up together tonight. Poddy is in seventh. There he is, just coming down with Part Pooper behind him. CVCH, can he improve on his time? No, he stays 8th. 9th is James Ramone. Sonny Coconut is in 10th there at the moment. I think I might have missed him off the league table to start with. Where is Sonny in the league table? He's 6th at the moment with 110 points. And then we've got James C. Dudley there in 11th. And TMLS. For some reason it said he's changing setup. Not too sure what he means by that, but hey ho. So with 7 minutes remaining, this man is sitting on provisional pole at the moment in his BMW, followed by this man here, BJ, who is just sitting behind him at this moment. But that's a hell of a time for rewind. Obviously hooked it up and away he went. So we're still looking at the top 7 within a second of each other, the 1 second club. Poddy being right down there in 7th at the moment. So he's going to have to come through the field in the race. Bullen, who's actually 2nd also in the table, he's one ahead, which will help. He'll probably defend off Poddy as much as he can. Out of the top 3, Shadowstalker is in the best position at the moment. So I think he's just letting everyone go past. See everyone just go past. It means BJ will probably follow through. There he is. Shadowstalker just cutting the grass. I think he's just come out of the pits. 5 minutes to go. Anyone or anything changing? Oh, that was a way wide. Oh, BJ's done the same. Everyone, it seems to be going really wide off there. Shadowstalker in the background there, just warming up his tyres. But Rewind Racing at the moment is your pole sitter with 5 minutes to go. Oh, Bullion's just come into 2nd. Managed to move BJ off the top with a 109.199. So that will help as Poddy is still there in 7th. So Shadowstalker just moved down to 4th. Won't be too worried about that. But yeah, Bullen is just this man here. It's just pulled that out of the bag from somewhere. We've got anyone else moving around at the moment? Rewind still is in pole position. 4.5 minutes to go. TMLS, see how he's doing. He said he was on the stream that he was going to do some change setups, but whether he did or not, I don't know. Just ain't got the grips to that car this year. Don't think. Oh, TMLS, yes, he's just moved from 10th to 8th. Sorry, 12th to 8th. So he's improved on his time, and he is in the 1 second club. So the 1 second club is now from 1st to 8th. CVCH just outside of that club, but I'm sure TMLS will be very happy with that. Also, Reese, maybe he's getting some tips off of Reese, but Reese is sat in the pits at the moment. Bullen is going to try to chase that down. He's looking for 0.2 of a second. Just missed his braking there. I'm not too sure what happened there. Shadow Stalker's still sat there in 4th. BJ is in 3rd. These two seem to be having a race. It's not racing yet, lads. Long way to go yet. Well, 3 minutes. Shadow Stalker's there. Party is in. Part Pooper, sorry, is in 5th. Big Blue in 6th. Can TMLS do anything else? Can he get in front of Poddy? Let's have a look as he crosses the line. No, he stays in 8th. He's still in that 1 second club. So, yeah, no one has moved out of this yet. Poddy is still there, our leader at the moment, league leader. Down there in 7th. Don't know if he's dialed in enough tonight, or if Silverstone just doesn't suit his way of driving. We'll have to wait and see in the race. So we've got 2 minutes 20 left. Poddy Weave in there. I think Rewind thinks he's done enough. This man is going to be chasing him down as much as he can. So we got CVCH in the pits as well also. Don't know if he thinks he's done enough. With 2 minutes remaining. We've got anyone else moving in any direction? Oh, Poddy. Yeah, TMLS has moved up 1 more space. So TMLS is now in 7th with Poddy in 8th. So it is still the top 8 in the 1 second club, but this man has moved the space of 3 laps, moved from 12th to 7th. As he says that, he goes completely wide. So who have we got behind? That's Part Pooper behind him, I do believe. Yeah. Oh, so Rewind has come back out with 1 minute to go. So, can anyone topple Rewind off the top spot pole position tonight at the moment? I'm assuming my sound is all okay. Anyone watching the stream, I should have checked that beforehand. I had no one say yes, no. They can't hear me, so that should be good. Right, there's Bullen just going across the line now. No, he's still staying in 2nd place. We're 109.199. Let's have a look at this man. This man is on the move. He's moved up a bit. Thank you. All good here. Cool. Thank you very much. Glad the sound's good. Yeah, TMLS is actually getting a good showing tonight. So far in 7th. Whatever he has done, and that is qualifying over. But if anyone is just about to cross the line, to see. Don't know if TMLS is going to improve. Might do. I think you'll find that Rewind Racing might take this. TMLS gone over. People gone in the pits. Bullen, is he going to be able to topple that time as he crosses the line? No, he hasn't. BJ has finished. Shadow Stalker is on a charge. I think he's just coming down to the last couple of corners. So he's going into club. Now he has overcooked it slightly. I don't think he's gonna get anywhere near. Does he improve on fourth? No, don't think it did. .9 is good. I don't know if he cut the chicane. Anyway, so there is your grid for round 13 tonight. Rewind Racing, followed by Bullion in second place, BJ in third, Shadow Stalker in fourth, Part Pooper fifth, Big Blue sixth, Poddy is in seventh. We'll just wait for that to come. Poddy is in seventh, TMLS in eighth, James, which one is it? James Ramone in ninth, CVCH in 10th, Sonny Coker 11th, and James C. Dudley in 12th. So we're just waiting to get these lights off and ready. Cameraman can't keep the camera still. Not too sure what's going on there. That is the view of that Rewind is seeing at this moment. So everyone is syncing up and ready to go. Racing. Here we are, and they're off. Oh, that was a bit of a slow start. I think the cameraman has not seen any of that. Rewind is still in the lead, but there is a big gaggle behind. Shadow Stalker's gone up to second. Bullen is in fourth. There's a bit of tyre smoke. This is helping Rewind get away. Let's have a look behind what's going on. There is BJ is up in second. TMLS is moved up into third. Bullen is fourth. Poddy and Shadow Stalker has gone right down the bottom. There's Big Blue all bashed up. Cones go flying. Sunny Coconut is moved up to 7th. CVCH 8th. Part Pooper must have been involved in some accidents there because he is down in 9th. James is going to have a go at Part Pooper now as he got through. It was a bit of a slide with all of them. I don't know what happened to Shadow Stalker, but he is now down in 11th. Oh, Big Blue is gone. He must have went with TMLS because TMLS is now down in 10th after that wicked start. He was in 3rd. He's now down in 10th. Shadow Stalker has picked up another place. He needs to get a move on. He's taking Sunny Coconut with him. Let's have a quick look at the front. So Rewind Racing is still in the lead by 0.3 of a second, followed by BJ and Bullen. These three are quite close together. CVCH is now up into 4th. Poddy is in 5th. Let's just have a look as they come down the hanger straight. These three are. Is BJ going to have a look to take over? No, he doesn't. Oh, BJ's lost it. Oh, Bullion just missed him. Oh, he's pulled right in front of CVCH there. CVCH did miss him. But there is BJ on the grass. Hopefully he comes on nice. Just, that is Poddy, and I think that's Poddy. It's Part Pooper. BJ's there. There's Shadow Stalker just in front of him and Sunny Coconut behind him. Well, I think he just lost it coming out of the... I don't know what corner that was. It was really hard to tell on the camera stream. I'm sure I'll figure it out in a minute. But Rewind has now got a 1 second gap over Bullen, with CVCH up into third. Shadowstalker's moving his way up from in 7th at the moment, but he's got a real charging BJ behind him. So Rewind is still holding the second lead. Let's have a look at it and see what's going on with the chats. TMNS was waiting for Rewind, and Ramon took me out. Film with Stewart. He made contact with Rewind at Stowe. Right, okay, thank you. So Bullen is there chasing down Rewind. There must have been a little bit of a tap going on by the sounds of it with TMLS, so he waited and then got shunted from behind. CVH is still in third. Poddy is in fourth now, which is not going to be too bad for him. Does mean that he's not. He needs to get in front of Bullen really. Bullen's going to pull some more points back on him, but we'll wait and see. Rewind is still sat there in that BMW X Pacific car. A Bullen there behind, trying to chase him down in the AQI car. So let's see how Shadowstalker's getting on. So BJ got in front of Shadowstalker then. Shadowstalker had a mishap on the start again somewhere along the line. Not too sure where, but I'm sure we will hear about it sooner or later. TMLS is now just there with his bumper hanging off in 11th, followed by James C, I think that is. For some reason I seem to have lost my... there we go. That's better. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, that's better. So, guys, just sorting that out. Rewind is still in the lead. JC Hopper, evening, guys. Thank you for joining and watching. JC Hopper. So we're on lap 5 of 17 with Rewind Racing still holding that first position. He started on pole and he's holding his own at the moment behind Bullen. CVCH a little bit further back with Poddy, Part Pooper, James Ramone, BJ and Shadowstalker. Big Blue, Sunny Coconut being hunted down by TMLS, who is now, and James C is now chasing down the rest. So Rewind looks like he went a bit wide there because he was a second, but this has actually helped Bullen pull up a little bit more. Don't think he's going to have a go at the moment, but I think give it another couple of laps, I think Bullen will be on his boot lid. The Rewind took a tighter line in there. You can see from that picture, Bullen took a bit of a wider one for a swinger. But like I said, Rewind is holding his own at the moment. He's 1 point, well, roughly about a second in front. How are we doing back with these guys? So there's Poddy in 4th. He is now closing in on CVCH. Poddy could do with these points where he is, so he won't do anything silly. Like I said, he's 158 8 points. That's what he's got at the moment. And Bullen's on 147 points. So there is 11 points in it. I said Bullen is there at the moment. He would desperately like to get first. Just keeping it nice and tidy, chasing them down a bit at a time. Oh, TMLS is now dropped down behind James C. I don't actually know what happened there. Oh, now he's going to go past James C. He's now back up in 11th. And he's done that, he's just gone off. So he's back down in 12th. He's still on the grass. Lights blazing. Trying to put off James, but I don't think that's going to work. So lap 8 of 17. So Rewind is in the lead, followed by this man Bullen F92. CVHC H226 is in third place at the moment, with Poddy Flack quite bearing down on him, but he has come into the back of Poddy at Part Pooper at the moment. James C is behind Part Pooper, with BJ a little bit further back, with Shadow Stalker, Big Blue, Sunny, James C and TMLS. So let's have a look to see what's going on. Let's have a look on the stream. What was it? JC Hopper BMW powered lawnmower for TMLS. Yes, that's actually the first time I've seen him on the grass tonight. He was at one stage in third, but how things change. When you get a little tap from behind, you just go spinning around. I think Bullen is... No, he's not. He's still keeping his own. He's... Oh, James is... Sorry, Rewind Racing went really wide then, which has actually let Bullen come back into it. Eighth of a second. CVCH is... Poddy is actually right up there with him now. Not too much of a gap between these two. With Part Pooper and BJ and James, these three are battling it out. Mainly between... Oh, that's a tight... Oh! James Ramon went a bit wide and let BJ go through. BJ is trying to claw some points back after losing it by himself. About 3 laps ago. Now, oh, that's made it so much easier. Where is Part Pooper going to come on? That was a little bit dangerous, could have been, but he has actually got past. BJ is now up into 5th. James is right on Part Pooper now after that mistake. Oh, and BJ's just made another mistake. So that leaves these 3 nose to tail coming down the hanger straight. So there's BJ in 5th with Part Pooper tucked behind him. Part Pooper's going to have a look on the inside. No, he's just thought about it, but he's run wide. BJ just run wide. That means Part Pooper's now in 6th. James Ramon has gone up into 5th. BJ has just pulled back. There's a little bit of tapping and bumping. Keep it clean, boys. And BJ is now up in 6th, but he's round wide there again, which is going to bring BJ... Sorry, it's going to bring Part Pooper back into it. With all this going on, Shadow Stalker's thinking he could be in for some points here if they go up. But then saying that, Big Blue is right, putting pressure on him. As you can see, he had a bit of a lock-up going through there just a minute ago. The gap has come down on the front, as you can see visually there. It's about half a second. Yeah, it's about half a second. Bit of a tighter line again for Rewind, which seems to help him just to power out the corner. But I think lap 11 of 17. It's coming on to the 12th. So we've got 5 laps to go. 6 laps to go, sorry, I can't count this evening. So this is lap 12 now, or 17. Rewind is still there. He's been there all race. Got off the line well from pole position. He's just pulling away again slightly. CVCH there is in third. There's Poddy and... oh, yeah, CVCH is in third. Didn't realise Poddy was that actually close behind him. There's Poddy. So it's definitely going wrong with my selection tonight. Okay, there we go. So this is the view that Poddy is seeing as he is chasing down CVCH. Oh, as you can see, CVCH has gone wide. That means Poddy's got a run. Is he going to have a look on the inside? He does. I don't think there might have been a little bit of a tap. Not too sure. Really hard to tell. But as you can see in that rear view mirror shot, CVCH is not going to let this one go. He's there somewhere. He's on the grass. Oh, there he is. This CVCH. Okay, I'm not too sure if Poddy let him have that place back because of the contact. Not too sure. He's going to have another look now. He's clean through this time, as you just seen the shot of... let's go trackside. Oh, and they're still close together. Oh, there's a little bit of a shunt there. Let's push Poddy off onto the grass. CVCH should let him have that place back. Yeah, he does, but he then straight back on the attack. He's got the inside now for the next corner. Oh, Poddy is having another look. This is the battle for third place between CVCH and Poddy Flack. CVCH just had a lock up there. But this is the race that we need. And they both follow off together, but CVCH goes even wider than anyone else there, which will leave Poddy to get in down the hanger straight, get a bit of a tow. He's not really getting much of a tow. He couldn't move out. He has gone for it though. Bit of a late break move. CVCH is still there in third. He is working for this third place tonight in race 13. CVCH is now just slightly pulled away. So Rewind Racing is on lap 15. But look at this. Bullen must have had a brilliant run down the pit straight. This is, like I said, lap 15. Formula Stewart there on the chat. Come on, Rewind. Yeah. I think you got Rewind's got a bit of a love and attention going on in the chat tonight. So's TMLS. But Bullen there, as you can see, is just closing and closing and closing. And now CVCH has just... oh, he's turned in onto Poddy. Oh! Someone flew in the air. That was Poddy, I think. BJ got out of it. Part Pooper is under attack by Shadow Stalker. Part Pooper's got the inside line. So Shadow Stalker just tucks behind. That was quite a big bounce there by Poddy. I just seen it, but I wasn't on the screen when he did it. But starting eating up now on lap 16, 2 to go. Shadow Stalker would love to get this place back. Rewind is still there with half a second gap. Oh, Shadow Stalker goes in late again, very deep. He's lost a bit of time. Poddy is back there after that flip. So BJ is now up into third position. After all that, CVCH is still in fourth. So where are we? How close are we at the front here, guys? So still half a second gap, but Bullen's got a brilliant run coming out of the club, and he is right on his boot lid. Is he going to have a look into the first corner? Which he doesn't. He just follows him around. He tries to nip up the inside there, but he doesn't. Through Village. Does he have a look? Nope. He still can't get through. This bit, the BMW over the link. BMW is a little bit quicker. Come through Beckett's and onto the hanger straight. Is he going to get a toe down the straight? This is your final lap for these two. Rewind is trying to break that toe. So now they're coming into Stowe. So Stowe was where BJ did lose it earlier on, but he's moved up to third. He's up to third now. Then he's coming down Vale and into the little right left into club corner for the straight. Has all Rewind just done enough to take this victory as they cross the line. Rewind Racing has won with Bullen in second. CVCH has just overtook BJ. Look at this going across the line. CVCH was in third, BJ fourth, Part Pooper fifth, Shadow Stalker sixth. Big Blue is in seventh. James Ramone is showing up eighth. Poddy in the end was ninth. Sunny Coconut 10th. TMLS in 11th. And James C, is in 12th. Wow, what a finish. CVCH must have just took him somewhere. But yeah, congratulations to Rewind. Former Stewart has just said also. He is your winner for race 13. Now we move on to the jumbled up grid. But yeah, CVCH just managed to get in front of BJ on that last one. Last corner, I'd imagine. 1984239 on this stream goes, yeah, TMLS was not last. Got a fan there as well, TMLS. You got a fan in the room. Slow to let him through. I don't want the points. Okay then, fair enough. So we now move on to a 14 lap race. So it's a jumbled up grid. I'm just going to go and get myself a drink, and I will be back with you guys shortly. Welcome back. We're just waiting for the host to get things underway. Just find out where everyone's going to be, so should be fine. So there we go, light cloud. 1 o'clock, Silverstone International. BJ not impressed. Didn't actually see what happened. Didn't see what happened. Why is he not impressed, Scotty? Did something happen? I mean, obviously, if any of these racers have got a complaint, they got to show their footage. There's a form to fill in. So it will be looked at by the stewards. Well, as you can see on my screen, we've got no races whatsoever. Everyone's in the pits. We've got a bit of a wrong problem going on here, guys. Qualifying is on. Uh-oh, that's not good. No, it's not, Scott. Trying to sort it by all retiring. Okay. Thank you, TMLS, for the update. TMLS knows what to do. He certainly does. So, let's have a look. New lobby's coming. It didn't work. Okay. Let's push his back time a little bit. So, just waiting for Poddy to open up a new lobby, I think. As he is the host. But on that, this cameraman on the start line cannot hold that camera still, can he? Must be a windy day. Right, Poddy has just invited me. Sorry guys for a minute. I just joined the new lobby. Just waiting now. The lobby to open up. New lobby. Hopefully qualifying off. Scott Mini, so 7th tomorrow. So that looks like a L1. Not too sure what that says. Anyway, so just wait for everyone to join in now. League One. Let's go racing, boys. I think we've got all 12 drivers in now, by the looks of it. Just waiting for it to start. So when we're waiting, I can tell you next week we are on our last round, and we are on the Grand Prix Brands Hatch circuit. So Brands Hatch GP next week. That'll be a 30-minute practice. Excuse me. 15-minute qualifying. 13-lap race for race 1. Race 2, sorry, of the evening is a 10-lap race, and all the weather will be clear. So we're just loading up here now on Silverstone. Got 21 people viewing tonight. Thanks for joining me. Talking rubbish on the airwaves. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Let's see what is going on. Just hopefully it loads up with no more mistakes. And here we go. Poddy Flack has got the pole position for this jumbled up race, with Big Blue on second. TMLS is in third with James. Which James is it? James C. Park Pooper, Shadows and Stalkers in sixth. And here we go. There's the rest of them. And we are off. And TMLS, cracking start, straight in the lead. And followed by the other BMW, I think, of James C. Oh, he's just lost it on cold tyres. Someone else has just rolled. I think that was the unlucky Shadow Stalker again. This is a bit of a rough race already on lap 1. So TMLS is in the lead. But he goes mega wide coming down to the hangar straight. So does all of them. Let's just have a look at this view here. They're all there. There's Big Blue coming in the background. And there is Shadow Stalker behind. But TMLS has got a half a second lead over Big Blue. And there's Poddy Flack, our race league leader at the moment. They all come down on... There's James C. starting fourth. So we've got a BMW. Oh, there's a bit of Big Blue and Poddy are having a go at each other now. This might help TMLS actually go in front. And TMLS have gone wide, with Big Blue gonna go around the outside. He's still on the outside. This is bringing Poddy into it as well, over the link. TMLS ain't got nowhere to go, but he is still sticking there. He's took a tighter line in onto the hangar straight, but Big Blue is still in front. TMLS is still in second, followed by Poddy Flack, and TMLS has now just moved over. James C is there and thereabouts. This is the top. This is all racing for the top 6 positions. They're all nose to tail. There's BJ in 5th now. So James is there. We have lost someone, I think, not too sure who. But Big Blue has got past TMLS. He's now gonna, it looks like he's now pulled away, because Poddy is gonna be right on. Yeah, TMLS has gone wide. She's bringing Poddy into it. But look at this stream of cars, all down to what, 6th, 7th, 8th, all in a line. It could be anyone's race. One big mistake. Talking about big mistake, Shadow Stalker's roll is now into the 11th, but here is your leader on lap 3. He's got a second lead over TMLS. Took a better line there, all 3 of them. Let's have a look at these guys. Yeah, so they are starting to spread out, but we've got, I would say, all down to Sunny Coconut. It could be anyone's race, but there's a bit of a battle going on there with Bullion and CVCH. CVCH is on the inside. and he does take it through. But here is, and behind them is the race 1 winner of this evening, Rewind, sorry, and Part Pooper. Yeah, Part Pooper is there. Part Pooper seems to be in a different colour car in this. He's in the okay, he's in a different colour car. Very strange. Shadow Stalker's now gone back down to 10th. Big Blue has pulled a 1.2 as TMLS goes sideways on the grass. Off the grass, he's now lost 2nd, 3rd, 4th. He comes back into, I know he's in 4th. He's going to try to get past BJ. BJ's not going to make it easy. See if we can get a toe. There's James and Sonny close together. James is on the outside, but he will be on the inside, sorry, for the next corner. But this is what we're looking at, TMLS. But then saying that, BJ and Poddy are into it. This means TMLS has gone around the outside of both of them to get back up into 2nd position. What a move by TMLS. He just hung out on the outside, and there's a little bit of bumping, but that's racing. Oh, and Poddy turned TMLS round. TMLS is now 5th, 6th, 8th, 10th. He can't find the gap. He's now just swung it around to go back behind Shadow Stalker. Big Blue has now got a 3-second gap between him and BJ. Watch Rewinding Beamer. It's mega around here, yeah. Thomas Stewart, too much contact. TMLS, Poddy, yeah. Poddy did nudge and then push. Don't know what's going to be happening there. I'm not a steward, so I don't actually know. As we can see, BJ going down the hanger straight behind. But Poddy is right behind as well, which is also bringing James C in. We're on lap 5 of 14. I've got to take a drink because my throat is getting sore and dry after all that action. Just leave you with Big Blue a minute. I'll be back. So as we return, Big Blue is got a 2.9 second gap. BJ is there in 2nd, but Poddy is chasing him down. So Scott Mini, anyone else listen to Mouldy O'Doe? Maybe a banger 3-lap race and see who makes it to the flag. Nice idea, fair enough. Scott, I don't know what you're talking about. Mouldy O'Doe? No idea. So there it is, Poddy. James is still there in 4th. He'll be happy with that. Bullen is in 5th. Shadow Stalker has made his way up to 8th. But yeah, Part Pooper's not in his normal blue car. Maybe he had to change it over and someone let him borrow a car. Just confused me slightly to start with then. Anyway, Big Blue is there in 1st with 2.5 seconds to go. So Big Blue is in the same car as Part Pooper. That's what really confused me. So there is BJ in 2nd, 2.5 seconds behind. Poddy is trying to chase down, but yeah, I know who what Mouldy O'Doe is, Scott. Don't worry. I know the band. I'm not that old, not quite. Anyway, James C. Dudley is sat there in 4th. So 8th, Shadow Stalker needs to get past James pretty quickly needs some stuff. Needs more points to try to keep contention going into the last race meeting. As it stands, I'm not good with maths, but with Poddy being in third and Bullen being in fourth, I think it will go down to the last race meeting. There's only 11 points in it going into tonight's 2 races. Rewind has gone backwards. Yeah, he's back down there in 11th now. So, lap 8 of 14. We are halfway through this second race of the evening. BJ's got a 2.3 second gap. Sorry, Big Blue got a 2.3 second gap in this man, which is BJ. Poddy is sat there in third. The Bullen in fourth. James C in fifth. Sonny is in sixth. James Ramone is in seventh. Hotly contested on his heels by Shadow Stalker after a bit of a roll, I think, at the beginning. Part Pooper there is in ninth. CVCH all the way down there in 10th. Rewind has gone backwards, like someone said on the stream. And TLMS is there, still running around in 12th after being punted off or took off, or maybe not took off. I don't really know what you want to call it. A couple laps ago. So Big Blue is just settled into his rhythm now. So yeah, on lap 9 of 14. Is anyone any closer than we were expecting? So James C. Dudley and the 2 Jameses are running together at the moment, with Shadow Stalker behind them. So James is going after James. James C after James Ramone. There, didn't make it. Well, but Shadow Stalker is closing and closing and closing. I would think that Shadow Stalker could possibly get up to 6th place here for the end of this race. That would help him in the championship. Let's go to the front. So there is a second gap. Oh, just as I said that, Shadow Stalker is right behind James C. He's got a toe down the straight. Is he going to move out? But where does he move out? You can't really see him in that shot. There he is. The green and grey car. He's not going to make. He's just pulled out now. He's alongside James C. James C has took a tighter line, and James C still holds it. Shadow Stalker's still there in 8th. Shadow Stalker's got to do it all again. So Big Blue is now on his 11th, starting 11th lap. The gap has gone down from 3 seconds to under a second now. BJ bounces around the corner there. Poddy is still there in third. These 3 are strung out a little bit. This is the battle that was raging, and Shadow Stalker had another look. He locked up there. He's gonna try to get. So he's gonna go across the link now onto the hanger straight. He's gone wide. He's gone for a slingshot, I think, down the hanger straight. This is where he had to go last time. What's he gonna do this time? Is he just gonna sit there and wait and wait and wait? Is he gonna move out? No, he's not close enough this time. This is bringing Part Pooper in. So that was a tighter line there by Shadow Stalker. He's on the outside though. Is he going to try to cut back? No. He's not going to get there, but he's now on the outside. James, I think, is just gone wide. Oh, yeah, he hasn't actually pushed him wide there. He actually stayed on the track. Come across the start-finish line. Oh, they've touched. They've tagged. They've gone off. That's now just cost Shadow Stalker a place, I think. But yeah, James C, they got tangled up. Not too sure, but this is the battle now. BJ is now on the inside, going down the hanger straight. BJ is now gone in front of... No, Big Blue is now in front, according to the screen. BJ is in second. Big Blue's got the inside line. And he takes it back. BJ is in second place. BJ is right on his boot lid now. He is going to push him all the way. We're coming on to lap 13, so 2 to go. With BJ just sat there. I mean, BJ could possibly just sit there and take the points. Problem is, Poddy is in third, but he is under pressure from Bullen. Bullen would really want this place to gain some extra points on Poddy. He is looking for the gap. He's locked up tight. He's gone in tight. They're going across the link now. He's gone for the slingshot out onto the hanger straight. Don't think that's worked, but as you can see there in front, that's Poddy and that's BJ and Big Blue. So, oh, Bullen is in fourth. Yeah, sorry, I was getting a bit excited then. He was there anyway. He wants to take that away from Poddy. But Bullen has pulled back, but the leaders are now coming on to the last lap. This is going to be a last lap race, I think, for these two. We have Big Blue in second, first at the moment. They've tapped, they've gone off wide, they've lost it. Straight into the wall goes Big Blue. They were lucky not to be picked up then. BJ has come off the better for that one. That was a little bit of rugged racing there. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you can see, but Big Blue has now in fourth place with BJ in first. Poddy is in second now, but Bullen is trying his best. Big Blue is there in fourth, but this is Poddy. This is BJ's race. This is the thing to watch now. So Poddy is still in second. What line does he take? Because Bullen is right there. Poddy is on the inside, but this is, you're always gone wide. BJ's gone wide on the last lap as he comes off of club. He does a little bit of a shimmy, and there is your winner for race 14 is BJ, followed by, who is it going to be? Poddy, and then Bullen, then Big Blue. On that last lap, he just pushed. I don't know what happened. CVCH, look at all this lot come over the line. What goes on there? CVCH with Sunny Coconut, James Ramone, and Shadow Stalker there in 8th. Part Pooper in 9th. There is Rewind Racing in 10th. James C is in 11th, and last but not least was TLMS Racing. Wow. Well, that was a bit of a, well, banger racing to start with, I think. Anyway, I'm sure the stewards will be looking at some of these accidents that's happened tonight, especially in that race. But as I said to you, next week we are at Brands